Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Brooke, or Baby Sims on all of my socials, and today we are building a restaurant bistro thing in Newcrest for my save file. So in the middle of this build you will see there's a little bit of a cut that's coming up for a second. So I build the whole exterior, I get all cute, and because I think I'm just building a restaurant, right? I'm like, wait, what if I just built a bistro? And so then I was like, well, there's one problem. I actually don't have the bistro pack. So I quite literally, it's coming up in a split second here. I close the game, buy the pack, and start building again because I was literally like, no, I'm building bistro. And it's right, hold on, wait for it. Here. That little cut you just saw was me closing the game, and then all of a sudden now I have the bistro pack. So that is kind of the vibe. I'm quickly looking through all the objects because one thing about me is that I'm really bad at watching reviews for things. Like, I probably will, and I've seen obviously these objects being used and I've seen other people use them in their builds recently, but I haven't like watched a full like everything that comes with the Sims 4 bistro kit. I haven't actually watched one of those videos, so I like to look around myself for a minute, see maybe if I didn't miss, or see if I missed something, things like that. So yeah, this is a nice little cozy bistro, and recently I've actually started doing this thing where in my notes app I wrote down kind of like a color scheme wheel. Alright, so I wrote down, and that's kind of how I'm gonna do the color schemes of my build, because that is one of those things I really struggle with, is figuring out color schemes of a build. And I usually end up always doing the same one. So basically I wrote solids, which are white, black, brown, gray, and beige. So in five in total. Then for colors I did red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink. And in total that is 7. And then for color variants I did pastels, vibrant, or dark. So basically what I do is first let's give you like an example. So I go on Google and I type pick a number between 1 and 5, and it gave me 5. So my solid color would be beige, which would be like the furniture color, and then colors for the accent would be between 1 and 7 would be 4, which would be green. So my color scheme would be beige and green, but now what kind of green, we have to figure that out. So then I did 1 and 3, and I got 3, so it would be beige and dark green. And when I was doing this, I wanted to figure out a color scheme for the restaurant, and the colors I got were black and dark green. So as you can see, that is what we're going with, and this pack was so perfect for that because literally they have almost all the things in this are black and dark green. So this was absolutely perfect, and that's why I knew I needed to get this pack in order to do this build. So yeah, and I am extremely happy with how this turned out, and thanks to me doing this sign right here that I'm struggling with, thanks to my lovely boyfriend, he came in and he helped me out because I was like, how can I make this look okay? And he was like, just make the walls around it look a little bit bigger. And that's what I did. And then you will now see me in a couple seconds here really badly struggling with the tool mod because, as you can see, I just want that column there to go up a little bit to match the whole wall. So then my boyfriend's like, oh, just use the tool mod and do it. And I did try. It took us quite a bit of time to try to figure that out. And I still couldn't get it figured out. So I just was like, you know what? Screw it. Screw it. It's just gonna look like that, and that's the way it is. But I find it looks a little better when I do paint the walls because I paint the walls black with like black brick, and it kind of blends it in a little better. So yeah, and in this restaurant has like not very many rooms. It's pretty much all open. So there's the front patio, which has seating on it, and then inside you like obviously get a table, and then there's 2 booths, and then a bunch of tables. There's 2 bathrooms, and then there's like the kitchen where the chefs would be, and then there's a back patio with more seating and a bar area, and of course a parking lot, because it would not be a Baby Sims build if I didn't add a parking lot in the front of a community lot. So yeah, and I realized when I did this sign that it was about this moment right here. I was like, you know what, this is kind of giving Starbucks. I don't drink Starbucks at all. Like, I haven't had a Starbucks in years upon years, but I don't even have one near me. So I was building this, I'm like, this kind of be looking like Starbucks, but that was not my intention. It's a restaurant, okay? It's a restaurant, it's not Starbucks. It's not. But yeah, and I think this turned out super, super cute, and I'm honestly like in love with this build kind of. Like, I really, as soon as I finished it, which this build took me not long at all, hence why this video was literally 12 minutes. It took me an hour in total, according to the video length. Unsped up, it was only an hour. Like, I'm really, really, really quick with community lots, because I feel like with houses you have so many things to decorate, like bedrooms, and you really kind of put your all into them. And I'm not saying I didn't put my all in this build, but you know what I mean. It's just way faster and way easier to build a community lot than it is a house. And also where these community lots on this little strip here are so small, it is really not important. Like, it's I mean, it's important, but it's not hard is what I meant to say. Like, it's not challenging at all. So I decided to, I didn't decide, I guess. I don't know what I'm talking about. Sorry. I was reading something and talking at the same time because I'm horrible. But yeah, this is a cute little build and I really want my Sims to visit here and I'm excited for them to, although they live nowhere near Newcrest. In my brain, I was talking about this in my last video and I was building the vet clinic. I think of the Sims worlds to be like kind of distance apart but all in the same city. Like I'm guarantee where you live, wherever you live, your city has districts. Like it has like a downtown area and it has like this part of town and then this part of town. I think that's kind of what the worlds are. Like it's all one big city but those are different parts of town. And my Sims live in San Sequoia, and I think Newcrest is literally like 30 minutes away from them for a drive. So I don't think my Sims would like, it would be nice to like take a drive out and go here because it's new and I can build that in a little better. But also my Sims have an infant, so I can't really go to restaurants because if I go to restaurants, I just can't because you can't go to restaurants with toddlers and infants in this game. I mean, you definitely could, but they can't eat and they'll just be like sitting on the floor the whole time, which is really sad. But what do you do? And as you can see, I just placed those, what are they called? Booths. Those booths down in the far right side there. And I'm curious because, listen, I built quite a few restaurants, but I never used the booths in my restaurants. And also, all the restaurants I have placed in my game don't have booths either. I don't know how they work in this game because, like, how would you get to the far end? Do your Sims scoot? Or they just only sit on the end pieces? I don't know how it works. I also don't know if they can both sit like on either side because for some reason it wouldn't slot to both sides, so maybe it's only at one side type of thing and one of them's just for decoration at this point. But yeah, and I really do love these paintings. Like I'm obsessed with these paintings that came with the new pack, the Cozy Bistro. I think they're so cute and they can work for restaurants, they can work for everything, and I think they just look so good. So you will definitely be seeing those in my builds a lot more. And that espresso machine or coffee machine is like a dream for me. I think that is like the cutest coffee machine that we have in this game. Sorry I keep stopping and starting my voiceover, if you can tell. I don't know if you can, but I have to because people will be deciding to talk at the moment. But yeah, I definitely really, that's like my favorite coffee machine now. I will be using that in every build from here on out, and hope you don't mind. So yeah, I was a little lazy with the cluttering of this build, to be honest. I just used the little champagne menu type of thing that came with the new kit. It's not really that new anymore. I think it came out like close to a month ago, but for me it's new because I got it yesterday. So yeah, also moment of like, not to toot my own horn, but can we say a quick minute here because I have posted many times this week and I'm kind of keeping a schedule. I'm doing good. I don't really have like a schedule per se. I just kind of post whenever I have a build for you guys, but I'm keeping consistent, which is good, and hopefully that stays because at the moment I have been waiting for a very long I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, there's so much happening around me. I have not been consistent on my channel for literally so long, and that's my bad, and I'm sorry guys, I suck. But I'm definitely trying, and I'm kind of in my builder's kick right now, which I say all the time, but like I kind of am, and I'm always excited to build. So I'm definitely gonna have probably more videos up this time around because I mean I just want to build in my silly little Sims game. So yeah, but now we are putting wallpaper on. I chose this like dark black, what am I talking about? This black kind of wallpaper that came with the kit, and I'm just kind of messing around, putting some tables around outside and furnishing the patio spaces as well. And I just kind of put the tables along the wall on both sides, and then out here same thing. And then I actually ended up putting some tables and stuff on the kind of concrete part of behind the little patio that I made behind here with the bar space because why not? And I put a little fountain here from apparently base game, which I thought was always from City Living, but apparently it is base game. And yeah, just put some tables and chairs around. There is a table for 8, so if you have a big family, you guys can come and eat here. And then I'm putting these taller stuff lights around as well, just for a little bit of ambiance and cute aesthetic vibes. I don't know, but I love these lights and I always use them in my builds, and that's like my signature at this point. But I feel like a lot of people do. Like these are really popular lights, I think. I always see people using them. And now I'm just kind of putting some outdoor lighting on, and because I mean if you're eating here at the nighttime, it's gonna suck to be in the dark. You're gonna want some lights. And I end up actually putting space heaters or outdoor heaters around on the patios as well, because like again, the winter time, it happens, and you still want to eat, and maybe you want to eat outside, and you're gonna want space heaters or just like warmth around you. You don't want to be eating your food and then like dead of cold for no reason, you know what I mean? So yeah, I really like the ambiance in this build though. It's very dark, it's very cozy, it's very moody. I don't know, I don't really do stuff like this. I usually keep my builds pretty light and like colorful, I find, but this one I decided to go with a little bit of a different aesthetic, so I definitely like the way it turned out. And there is this little nook on the side here where there's like a dumpster for the employees to, I don't know, take out the garbage at the end of the night. When I worked fast food, that was my least favorite job. I barely did it because I hated it. I usually passed off someone else because it was spooky going out to the dumpster middle of the night, I gotta say. But either way, this video is coming to an end, guys, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more speed builds because we are building this save file together, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Alright, bye everybody.